AGM. And we're back again.
Been a while, feels like a while.
A 2-week hiatus.
Yeah, because this cunt's the most busy motherfucker.
Wait, did we miss the week before that?
No, we didn't. It's just 1 week.
Yeah, but missing the Monday means it's been 2 weeks since we've last sat here together. Also, how's that fucking my fault? You're the one who changed it, and then I made plans for the changes because you wanted to kill yourself on the Monday.
I think Keenan did too.
But no, you guys on the fucking Saturday night,
but
both of you said Monday when I was like,
oh yeah, and I was keen for Monday, and then old man over here.
This guy's
I wanted Sunday.
This guy makes plans in 5 minutes. He reckons it's like, yeah, we're doing. I'm like, nah, and then and then you're like, nah, I've made plans in that 5 minutes that you said we weren't doing.
I had plans for the Wednesday.
First message was 5:20. The second one was 5:25.
What were your plans?
Well, I had dinner plans with the missus on Wednesday, and they were overtaking me playing touch, and I really wanted to play touch, so. What I did was, as soon as you said no go, I called the missus and said, right, we're going to dinner Monday instead. Booked them in so I could play touch on the Wednesday. And then you messaged back 2 minutes later saying, oh no, we'll just do it tonight. I was like,
why were you going to dinner with your missus?
They're still in the honeymoon phase. For
I know, that's weird. How long have you been together? Like 4 years now?
No, a year and a couple of months.
Oh yeah, you're not going to dinner anymore, bro. That's shit.
We literally went to dinner before I came here.
Oh wow. Dano's done something and he's trying to make up for it.
And how about Dano's shorts, yeah?
It was a Christmas present.
Who from?
They're really comfortable. Joel's missus' cousin.
She fucking hates you, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
The weather's sunny now, so Dano gets out the floral pants.
Yeah, fuck yeah. At least I'm repping some AGM kit and some Bricklane stuff. So
I think I lost my shirt, so Freedy's going to have to pay for some more.
Well, I've been fucking hitting up Clint to get some like straight shit organised and print them off, but he hasn't even fucking sent me a graphic yet. So he must be really busy making saddles or whatever he does.
He was
making footy bags.
He was actually pretty pissed yesterday afternoon when I saw him with Mitchie. Yeah, he said to me on Saturday, he said, I'll see you down there tomorrow at Roachdale. And he went down in the morning to watch the under-13s play and then came back to Mitchie, had a few beers and then never came back. He just stayed there all day on the sauce. And by the time I got there, he was cross-eyed. And he had a jumper like draped over his shoulders, folded together.
It's funny because he chose not to do it Saturday night.
Yeah, brand new set of kicks on.
Surely it wasn't the red Mitchie sweater.
Red Mitchie sweater flopped over his shoulders.
Me.
He looked like a tennis coach.
I don't think and he's got those Air Maxes on probably. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him wear something else.
And you grabbed that singlet from the outside of like a charity bin, you know, those where you put the clothes in?
Got it from your house, bro. That's
charity
why it's so fucking small.
What if Freddie looked like a charity case? God damn. I went in this morning and you'd be pretty proud of me, boys. I got my first jab, got my first COVID vax.
Did ya?
So I'm all jabbed up.
Oh, you're not all. You need
I know.
I got my first one last week.
Did ya?
Yeah. It was a bit of a nerve-wracking situation for me, sitting there in the waiting room waiting for my name to get called. I was freaking out a bit, but I got the job done.
Did you get Visor?
Yeah, and they gave me a little lollipop, so it was good.
Visor?
Huh?
Visor?
No, I was happy.
How do you say it?
Pfizer.
Yeah.
It's PF, not V, though.
All right, fucking. Use the dictionary.
I'm not getting mine, so fuck is.
Oh, you're not?
No. Anti-vax.
I'll stay in Australia for the rest of my life. I don't care.
Does it work on you guys or?
Oh, man. Yeah, it does.
That might be the first edit.
Holy fuck. That was pretty hectic. Well, Christian, Australia.
Man, but I was working out this afternoon and it's starting to heat up again. Like I'm looking at you in that long sleeve, bro.
Hot. I thought
you were talking about like your fucking
cycle.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about. Like you got real pumped up when you were fucking hitting the weights or something.
No, I was just jumping rope. I was just jumping rope. And then doing jumping rope with a bit of push-ups, a bit of sit-ups, shit like that. I like to keep it light in the footy season, especially when my back's fucked at the moment. But yeah, and I was just sweating profusely, but that's also because of the cycle. But yeah.
Fuckhead.
You've been invited to plenty of trailer park weddings, but I'm sure.
What's that?
You've been invited to a few trailer park weddings?
No, I'm still waiting for yours, bro.
Yeah.
They use these as the rings.
Wait, bro, I'm married already.
I'm holding it for you, bro.
Yeah, you're next, Keenan.
Fuck off. You'll be fucking married before I am, cunt.
Won't be.
You'll still fucking taking your missus to dinner, bro.
No chance. My family don't get married early, you know. Just
hear that, Una? No chance.
No chance. Joel just had his 11 years with his missus. They're still not engaged. So.
I didn't know he had a missus, bro.
11 years today.
So what, he's been with her since he was 30?
Zing. Take that, you old baldy cunt.
It's funny when we like Angus and that, like the kids and shit. They're like, "Oh, so Joel's the oldest in the team." I'm like, "Yeah, 100%, man."
Dude's ancient. Speaking of teams, did your tips get up this week? Who were you cheering for? I know we probably all would have been going for Melbourne.
I went the Broncos over the Giants, and they got up today, so that was pretty sweet. Opening up for a season win.
Is that why you're wearing that hat?
Yeah.
We got Teddy. Dusted off.
We got Teddy Bridgewater just fucking throwing cannons, and I wasn't keen on him after today. Now I am. He got the highest quarterback rating today. So, but anyway, I can't really talk NFL here. Yeah. Unless Righty's
back to rugby league because Rodman's in it.
But I can't believe you got on that. I can't believe like you guys love fucking basketball and you just don't jump on NFL.
I can't watch it. It's just too much stoppage in play. Like every just stop. And you can watch a highlights video and it looks hectic, and then you watch the game and you might see one highlight per game maybe. Like for me, it's just
the way that they act when they do something as well fucking shits me. It's like you play rugby league and you could do fucking 5 or 6 things per person that can be a big play in the game, and those cunts do one tackle or something. They're like fucking getting up and doing fucking dance moves and shit, getting in people's faces. Like, bro, relax. You fucking made a tackle with 30 kilos of fucking padding on.
I understand that shit. With basketball, it's not the same thing with like that because it's constant entertainment. But I just find it so, it's just over and over the same thing. Like, we drive it up, we score, we hoop, we drive it down, we hoop, we drive it up, we hoop, and that's the whole game. Like, there's hardly any like, fucking, like in soccer, someone scores a goal, you go nuts because it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
Every fucking minute, like people are shooting hoops and stuff. That's why I just can't get into basketball because of that reason. Yeah. I know they're fucking athletes and they're probably out of all organisations, it's the hardest thing to make in the world.
It would be, yeah.
Because of the limited spots.
All the scoring in basketball is pretty much all different, but so like you can go down one end and you can have 3 different scoring plays that are all layups, and they're all different, completely different. 3 different completely plays run, and then you got blokes shooting from 38 foot past the hoop and just draining, blokes dunking the ball. Like every scoring opportunity isn't just the same.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know.
The best thing about NFL is if you got NFL Game Pass, man, and you do the games in 15 minutes. And that's pretty much the action that happens in that 3 hours. Yeah. So it's sick. Like, it cuts out all the bullshit.
I can't get into sport, though, if I don't watch it live. It's just not the same.
I've been to games live. Like, I've been to 2 Denver Broncos games live, and I've been to a Charlotte, North Carolina Panthers game live.
I don't mean like live as in being there, though. Just watching it live, not watching the fucking highlights.
No, but being at the stadium's so much better than watching the whole game live.
I'd do that. Yeah. Like, I would 100% go and watch a game at a stadium, but just for the experience.
Except they stopped serving beer after 3/4
time or something. Yeah, I heard they do that a lot over there. Don't they do the same thing in the baseball now? Like,
Well, last time I went to Yankees, because it's like the Yankees stadium is like a fucking experience, man, in itself. It's got like restaurants in it and shit. Yeah, because who's going to sit down and watch 9 fucking innings without getting up and walking around? Cool. Baseball's I love it, but I find it hard to watch.
Yeah, that's another thing that wouldn't get me into a sport I find hard to watch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like LeBron playing.
It's hard to watch if you're on the other team.
Like I'll watch Michael Jordan play basketball and baseball, man. He'll probably get in the NFL and fucking kill it.
So you watch him struggle in like Major League Baseball. Oh no, he couldn't make that. He just sort of
minors is still fucking good. And
dwelled around in the minors.
And he played Triple A.
And then he came back and then couldn't do anything without Scotty, and then went to the Wizards, which everyone seems to forget he actually went to the Wizards because he was so bad, like terrible.
Didn't he own it? Is that the one he owned?
No, he owns Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we won't talk about his Wizard time because no one ever talks about that.
Yeah, but he went to the Wizards and just played with.
He played 6 good seasons.
Not 100 fucking All-Stars on his team.
Yeah, exactly. Without other All-Stars, he was trash.
But didn't have to demand the coach to get all the people around him to make him win another ring.
Oh well.
Sorry, I was just talking about it. That's it. Man.
Everyone just seems to think Jordan was winning the whole time. The first 6 years he was in the league, he couldn't even make the finals. LeBron made the finals straight away with a team that couldn't win it. Before LeBron was there, they won 13 games, and LeBron took them to the finals the very next year. Same roster. Proofs in the pudding.
Well, you
boys.
you got way better PEDs now. You know, like you got better fucking performance enhancing drugs than Jordan would have had. It's fucking. You know, you see how much he would have taken because of how much his hairline was like, see you later. So he's obviously jacked on testosterone and it's affecting his fucking hair follicles. And see you later. And he's wearing a fucking wig underneath a fucking headband. You know?
Spending $1 million a season on his body. Yeah. Imagine what we could do with that.
Yeah. Oh. Oi, LeBron, 18 Iruka Crescent, can't fucking.
I think Freddie's looking for an insurance claim or something. Yeah. He wants someone to break into his fucking house to steal his shit.
Any arsonist, any fucking arsonist fucking listen to this podcast, hit it up.
Anyway, we got through the first game of fucking. Actually, we didn't even start talking about Melbourne and Manly.
No. What? Ed, you guys obviously watched the game.
I was there. I went there.
You went to the game.
Yeah.
Sunny Coast?
Yeah, straight after work.
Really?
Did ya?
Yeah. My mate just messaged me like on Thursday night after training and he goes, I got a spare ticket, you want to come? Sweet.
Fuck yeah.
But it was probably the worst game of the week to go watch.
Well, you guys saying on that, whose album was better, Drake's or Kanye's?
No.
You got to work on staying on topic.
Yeah, we're not getting off topic here. You can bring that up once we finish the league.
Freddie can't think. He'll be
like sitting there talking for 4 hours about our fucking rap top 5. You know, fuck.
Yeah, no. The game was it was pretty average, to be honest. It was just like watching Melbourne play a regular season game against an opposition that was never going to win. Manly just didn't come with what you'd think they've been playing so good lately and. You think in the finals they'd come out far, and I actually had a bit of belief that they might have won, and I was going for Melbourne, but I think Tom Trbojevic went fucking asleep.
Yeah, I think for Melbourne to come out and do that was just proof that Bellamy can just about do anything, like get him up. In 2009, when Hayne was on his run, Bellamy stopped him. 2012, Barber was going. Bellamy stopped him. 2017, Michael Morgan dragged Cowboys up there. He was on fire, killing it every week. Bellamy trashed that. So he's just got something about being able to pick blokes out and being able to stop them when they're on fire. Last year in the grand final, Cleary was the best player in the world, killing it, and just shut him down. And when Turbo came at him on Friday night, they just sent numbers at him. They're happy to give away a 6 again whenever Turbo runs, just to pin that, play the ball down, and then line up again on the next ball runner. So didn't really get many opportunities. Manly came in with a game plan to sort of skip him a lot, like try and use him as that, because they obviously know everyone's going to be hot on Tommy. So DC was throwing across his face a lot to the centres, which wasn't really working because Melbourne were awake to it. And
Morgan Harper had like the worst fucking game on earth.
Barry Crocker,
wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the team this week.
Yeah, Moses Sully might be getting the old call up, but it just shows that Melbourne are still a head and shoulders ahead of the rest, because everyone sees Manly as a top contender, and they just got 40 put on them.
Yeah, so. This weekend, if you compare that result, it's like Melbourne now definitely, and then the rest of the comp was tight as. So it's like that, and then try to get up to Melbourne.
Yeah. So the only problem with that coming in now is we talk about the next game where the Bunnies and Penrith played. So now with that upset, with the Bunnies playing Penrith, we're going to have to see a Melbourne-Penrith preliminary final. So this way, Penrith jump on the Melbourne side of the draw, and team 1 and 2 are going to have to fight out in a prelim instead of a grand final, which is it's not uncommon. Not uncommon. It happens, but it just sometimes it's a bit of an injustice where the two best teams don't make the grand final.
And it's almost like that game could be like watching what the grand final should have been.
And sometimes that week just is sort of a prelude, and then you get to the grand final and one team just gets dusted.
I think with Storm too, man, how good is it when Cheese starts, right? And then you got fucking Grant just coming on when they need him.
Well, that's what you think about. Like on Friday night, when Brandon Smith goes off, fails his HRA, and you go, oh, well.
Yeah,
we've got this
Grant,
kid called Harry Green on the bench that just come in and be the best hooker in the world.
Mind you, Josh Addo-Carr didn't play as well.
No.
Yeah.
So, fuck, man, they're just...
Yeah.
Jerome Hughes had a fucking blinder again.
So did Kenny Bromwich. Kenny Bromwich was really good. He's Mr. Consistent on that edge.
And Christian Welch, man.
Oh, he's a gun. Like, I'm fucking... Every time I watch him play, I go, thank fuck that guy's a Queenslander. Because he's a gun. Some of the stuff he does as a front rower, kick pressure, some of the spots he gets to, he just somehow shows up. And he's always 100% effort. For such a big bloke to be doing that, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's so good, man. And it's you know, and like he's like he kind of like a different, you know, but with Catewell as well. Like he's like that, except 2.0, like better, and also in the middle more. But with before that, because we missed last week and the way that the Broncos finished, yeah.
Well, that was a sort of a shot in the arm for Newcastle. Excuse me. Newcastle haven't been playing any good footy coming into the finals. They'd won that few game stretch to pretty much set them up for the finals, and then played pretty poorly to finish out the year. To finish the year getting a bit of a spanking by one of the bottom sides couldn't have been good for their confidence. And for the Broncos to send Alex Glenn out in a win, boys sort of obviously, and also it was obvious they saw the emotion in the game.
Send Milford off too. I thought,
They were pretty animated, and they were all fucking trying hard. Selwyn Cobber had a blinder. He's going to be a gun. So it's good. It looks like we're building well for next year.
Those last 5 games that we had of that season gave us a bit of something to work off for the fucking start of next season, and that's with what we still had.
Yeah, and then
the team that we finished fucking where we did with.
And we add our signings too. So we did lose Ethan Bullymore since our last break, which is a little bit of a loss.
Fucking retarded.
Because I think pretty much everyone saw him as a decent first grader for the future. So it's a bit of a loss, but with that loss, you pick up your Reynolds, your Catewell, your Brinko Lee, your Jordan Pereira, these sort of guys. So we're gonna be all right next year.
And Reynolds is on fire,
he is
bro.
On fucking fire. Yeah. He just, the way he digs into the line, like against Penrith, he was digging into the line with his inside man there being kick out coming at him. If you're a halfback and he's a kick out there, you stand and deliver. Because fuck that. And this, he's tiny, just bang, takes it all the way into the line and just slips it out the back. It buys so much time for his outside backs, it's ridiculous. No wonder that left winger out there, whoever it is, he's scoring meaties, because the time that's created for him just by Reynolds taking out everyone inside him in the defensive line and then isolating the 3 or 4 defenders there is fucking ridiculous.
Don't you feel like with the Rabbitohs, they were playing like they knew they didn't have Latrell? Yeah. Like it was like they knew they were underdogs, you know, like, and they were playing like that. That fucking kid fullback, what's his name?
Blake Taff.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Fucking
he had one drop early and everyone goes, oh, but then all week went around and said, no, the kid will do it. The kid's fine. Just play your normal game. And he came out, dropped one, didn't phase him, came back. He was fucking really sick.
How many NRL games is he on?
Like 5, maybe.
Yeah.
No, not many. Similar situation to Corey Allen last year. He hadn't played many first grade games, and then
he's on the sting.
And then he's playing fullback when Latrell did his hammy, and then before you know it, he's winning Origin fullback. So.
Yeah, but then he finishes the year where? Where did he finish the year this year?
He went to the Dogs this year.
Yeah, then he finished on the Sting and the Dogs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he have gone there hoping that he wasn't going to be on the wing?
Oh yeah, 100%. But again, as you were saying with the Bunnies, thinking they were underdogs, it's perfect. Wayne Bennett, like that's the shit he loves. It just shows how much of a mastermind he is as well. Because fuck, to get that side up without Latrell, everyone's saying, oh, they can't do it without Latrell, and Penrith were short price favourites, and to come out with a win like that.
They kind of they exposed Luai's side, in the attack.
Well, they've set themselves up well now, South, because they go to the other side of the draw and they play the winner of Manly and Roosters. So if Roosters can get past Manly, then it's going to be a South-Manly rivalry game. Or even then, if Manly come through, Melbourne are giving you the blueprint on how to do it, how to get over them. And you dominate the middle and then slide well on your edges, and you can sort of shut Manly down. But it's gonna be a tough ask to get there. Whichever one.
I think that's a tough. I think it's a tough one for Roosters to get over Manly for that.
Yeah.
I think Manly bounce back.
Well, let's face it, Roosters probably shouldn't have won that game against Titans. But Patrick Herbert doesn't know how to fucking let go of the ball.
Bro,
you know what the problem
you
was?
pass it first, You don't wait to draw it even and try that flip.
You don't need to, bro, because he's already there.
And the bloke outside him was David Fafita. You could have parked a truck in front of him, it wouldn't have stopped him.
It wasn't Fafita on there.
Yeah, there was Fafita and Corey Thompson were both there.
I thought it was just Thompson.
He caught it and ran over.
And did you see
Fafita
Thompson?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Do you see there was an article today? There was massive blow-ups. People are blowing up because Corey Thompson was giving him a serve.
He should have.
Oh, fucking oath he should have.
Yeah, well, you've just gone...
You've just fucked it. The season's done.
And then, it's fucking...
Yeah,
you know,
like,
the amount of serves,
obviously you're going to blow up.
Keenan gives me on the field.
You've
I'm
just
fucking used to it.
What?
I said the amount of serves you give me on the field.
What
I'm
do you
used to
mean?
it.
I've been serving everyone up lately. Fucking over it.
You're fucking Pete Sampras out there, cunt.
Captain one time. I think
No, well, he was captain on the weekend as well when Jolie went off.
I couldn't figure out when I was supposed to not go back to not being captain or not. Like, did Joel come back on the field and I had to give it back up?
Yeah.
Because then I just kept talking to the ref for the rest of the game.
I told the ref I was the vice captain because I was talking to him so much. He goes, "You the captain?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm the vice."
Funny that
some reason.
Sam Voorhees went up to the ref and said, "I'm the captain," about himself.
Oh, really?
And Jake goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "I'm the captain. There's no one on this team that can be it besides me."
They can't probably. The ref probably thought there was 10 captains because I told him I was the captain.
I think Voorhees copped a head knock that we didn't see because some of the shit he was saying
before
on the
the
way
game.
home. No, I think it was in. I seriously think it was. It was when that passage before Kid jumped. I think when Voorhees jumped, he copped one then.
Was that when he
got a
wouldn't
crusher,
listen to you or Joel?
I did see him get a good crusher, but then he came up and he was alright.
And guys, what we're talking about is we spanked Redlands on the weekend. That we came back from like fucking 30 points down to win to get to the prelims. So
fuck Redlands, I hate those dogs. Old mate's still in the car park waiting for Joel.
Playing with Joel, yeah.
I've never seen a team go so quiet before in my life.
Yeah, and the supporter base who was pretty animated just to zip it pretty.
One of their misses feeding me while we're walking off, and I just give her the finger.
She was feeding me as well, and then as soon as the game's finished, I was just like, "Where are you now?"
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear shit now because you're fucking going home back to your trailer
Brian,
park.
me and Jeremy with 2 minutes to go, and the score was 24-16. Like, what? Surely you can just keep your fucking mouth shut now. Like,
but even when the score was, like 16. What were we down
16,
by?
12.
16-12
for the whole second half.
Redlands were like they were 40 in front.
Yeah,
number 7 goes to Cal. Look at the fucking score, you wanker. We're all over you. Use a fuck. Use a done.
Like 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe they had like their body language.
I couldn't believe how little they threw at us in the second half. Like, they didn't really throw anything at us. Like, they thought, we just hold on to this lead. Yeah, hold on to this lead.
They tried to come out that their right side, our left, and they were just getting absolutely belted all day long. That number 4 was like fucking talking to me, saying he's going to fuck me up and everything. Yeah. Every time the cunt runs it, I just fucking get straight on him. He's going nowhere.
My shoulders to sore from whacking, Just fucking whacking.
Fruity's like fall over and pretend to be
I do these ones, grab him, and I'm like, can someone whack him?
Yeah.
Like,
well, my body's sore from getting whacked, I think. I don't think I was doing too much whacking.
Getting whacked off near Mitchie Station, the old fucking rub and duck.
Next to the fucking pet barn.
It's back on. We should get them on as a sponsor.
Oh, fuck. Imagine that. Sponsor.
Yeah.
We can give away a weekly rub down package.
Yeah. Mention AGM and you get 15% off a rub. You don't have to ask for the fucking habit.
You just come in wearing an AGM shirt and they know you want
AGM shirt, you pay for the massage, you get a free jack off. They're going for a massage and a fucking...
Fuck, this shirt won't see the wash very often. I'll be wearing the cunt every day.
You'll have to wash it, mate, when you're fucking using it to clean yourself up.
The AGM Climax special.
We'll do one from inside their little massage dojo.
Will I wait till I get my second Pfizer injection before we do that one?
Pfizer.
Oh, nice. I like how you corrected yourself there.
He had to emphasise the way he was saying
I didn't realise he was a fucking English teacher, but
I should be. You're a fucking idiot.
I
didn't realise you were a teacher somehow.
You came through Mitchie education just like I did. It was fucked. So
yeah, but I didn't belong there.
Those people were beneath me. Anyway, did you guys watch the Titans game, the Titans-Roosters game?
I watched the
little bit,
the 10-minute highlight reel.
Did you see how many tries the Roosters gave the Titans? Well, like, we talking about Patrick Herbert fucking the game. Like, the one Matt Ikuvalu hits his chest coming off his own try line and bounces into Jared Wallace's arms, and that's just money for Jim for the
Kelly's
big boy.
Try from fucking 20
soft as fuck. I'm thinking, like, I know the Roosters only just got away with it, but they won't make those mistakes 2 weeks in a row.
No.
It has your boy Sam Walker comes on with 9 minutes to go, makes the season-saving tackle on Phillip Sami. Like, just shows up for the boys, makes his tackle, and kicks a drop goal after having one charge down 2 minutes before.
But this is where they should have been using Walker the whole year. You know, like if they had the luxury to do it,
had the cattle,
had the cattle, because you're not throwing a 18-year-old kid and giving him the responsibility they had all year. If they had the cattle, yeah. But where he is right now, I think it's perfect for him.
Well, for now, yeah. Well, I just think Robbo understands too that all year poor little cunt's getting beaten up, and he's not going to take a backward step because he's a tough little fuck. But his shoulders, both of them, are a bit busted from a whole. Imagine going and playing a whole season of NRL at 18, and against sides that are spotting you. Like, you're every set, you've got the big boys coming at you. So at the moment now, you just let Lockie Lamb weather that storm, who's a decent defender and a bigger body.
Big build to him, yeah.
So you just do that, and then when Walker comes on, fresh in these crunch time moments, he can do those big plays. Like, he can set up and kick have 2 shots at field goal because he's just come off the bench, you know, and he's fresh enough to get back and make that cover tackle on Phillip Sami and stuff like that. So,
and he is a field goal specialist, isn't he?
Well, he's kicked the most field goals this season of any player, so even more than DCE or Adam Reynolds. So he's shown himself as quite a clutch player. So Roosters got a good one there, and another one the Broncos couldn't hold on to somehow.
His haircut's not doing him any favours.
No.
Looks like a lollipop. Choppa chop.
And then what, Dano?
Eels
Knights was the next one.
Falling asleep.
It's fucking it's fucking funny because we come from the Eels where they put a fucking glitch in the system, knocking over the fucking heavyweights, and then they come against the Knights, and I fucking in some parts couldn't have played worse.
Yeah. They sort of Mitchell Moses played really well. He stood up in the moment, so
I like his grown out hair too. It looks pretty sweet.
Deserves a bit of a pat in the back of Moses. Anari Tuala on the left wing for Newcastle got himself a hattie. 3-try hero. He's in try scoring like elite form. I think he's got 12 from his last 4 games or something, or 5 games. He's just fucking lighting it up on that left wing. Ponga's just fucking spinning at 40 metres on the cunt's chest every time they get down there. But if Parramatta are going to really give this a shake-up and get past week 2, I think they got to really... Blake Ferguson's got to sharpen up a bit. His defence is fucking awful at the moment.
His brain's gone.
His defence is awful.
Too many head knocks.
Where's he going after this?
They reckon he's going to Japanese rugby.
That's what I was reading, yeah.
But I don't know how he would go.
But is it just for that off-season, or is he's not re-signed anywhere?
No, he doesn't have a contract for next year, I don't think. But in saying that, wingers in rugby kick a lot, and I don't know if Fergo's got the best of kicking games, so I just don't know if that'll work for him.
Mate, I don't know if he knows where Japan is, man.
Yeah.
You know, like he's probably like, oh, that sounds fun. Is it like Tasmania or...
He's like, can I drive there? He's like,
yeah.
But Newcastle, I know it's a bit disappointing to go out in week 1, but for the season they had, I think is a pretty decent result for them. Like, at one point in the year, you look at them and go, fuck me, this team is trash. And then they have so many ups and downs with Ponga and Pearce out, and Jaden Brayley was in and out, and the forward pack was their glue. They had a few really standout seasons. The Saifidi brothers were good, Barnett was good, Clemmer came good at the back end of the year, Frizzell was good. So they've got something to work off as long as they can retain majority of them. And then just build, I guess. We were sitting here at the same time last year saying, first round elimination, that's not too bad. Like, so it's just for them to take that next step now and become one of these contenders. But this same sort of situation you can say for the Titans. They've come from...
What's funny, Keenan?
I just feel like I just start getting lost when Dano starts fucking rambling on. I'm having out of body experiences and shit. Like, am I even fucking here right now?
All right.
It's like when I'm watching ESPN and they start talking maybe about basketball and shit. I'm just like, okay, yeah, sweet. And
but it's because Dano just takes no breaks. Like, because you've got nothing to say, you're a fuckhead.
I've got just as much as you have to say.
No, I've added more fucking rugby league chat than you have today.
No, I don't think
and
you
have
ever.
I
don't think you have.
I think you have. I probably have. I went to the Melbourne Manly games.
Yeah, he's putting in. He only went there for research for the podcast too. He took a pen and pad, and that was it.
Did you get recognised, AGM?
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I went up to the chip stand and I got some cheese and gravy fries, and they said, "That's on the house. We sponsor you guys."
That's on the house, and also sign my tits.
There's a bloke with big fat tits and Keenan.
It was actually like a fucking 60-year-old lady.
Sign my foreskin. You just pulls it out. You just sign it.
Cool.
Oh God.
Anyway, yeah, so we got the 2 games coming up this weekend.
These qualifying games, qualifying for your prelim here. These are the big games because there's 2 teams that finish in the top 4 playing, and there's 2 teams from the bottom 4 of the top 8 playing. So these teams from the top 4 of the top 8 are going to be thinking, "Fuck, we can't lose these ones," and these bottom teams are thinking, "We've really got a red hot chance here to really shake it up."
Can you imagine if I'll just throw this out there? Imagine if Panthers go loss out.
I'd love that. That'd be funny as.
I'd like it too, to be honest. But I think it'd be a massive failure. And considering how good they've gone the last 2 seasons for that to happen, and considering they had their injury troubles through this season and stuff, and they're coming good now at they were coming good at the right end of the year, to then lose to a South without Latrell and then lose to a Parramatta side that not many think could...
But I think Eels forward pack, bro, just needs to fucking step up.
Para can turn up and just play a fucking perfect game.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen that throughout the year.
Yeah.
And we saw that against Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
And they can turn up and do that. But if they don't do that, it's very fucking hot. It's very hot and cold.
That's the problem with Para is they can beat anyone on their day, but their days few and far between, you know, so... Hopefully they can bring it this weekend because they didn't last weekend. They snuck away with a victory against a Knights team that probably didn't have any business being in the finals. But if Paris show up and play the best they can and knock Penrith off, fuck, it gives the competition a good shake up because it's going to pretty much seem like Melbourne are out on an island of their own.
With Para, it comes with Brown, and just say Moses and Brown are both on. They'll be on for the whole fucking game, you know. Yeah. But if you can tell when they're both on, that's when they fold.
They're both heavily confidence players.
Yeah,
A lot of the team is so,
and X Factor style players as well. Like
when you get the blokes coming out early and Campbell Gillard and Nathan Brown and all these boys putting shots on, and then Moses and Dylan Brown have time to play off the back of it. They're world beaters. They really are. But then sometimes if your forward pack doesn't get a roll on, they just get. You saw earlier in the year they lost a game to the Dragons at home, and the Dragons forward pack just bashed the Eels forward pack, and they from there they couldn't do anything because your forward pack's on the back foot getting bashed. The whole side is just going, fuck, what do we do here? And the Dragons just didn't falter from that. They just stayed at it, just bashed the forwards, and then the back line didn't have any opportunity. Moses didn't get into the game, neither did Brown. So it's one of those things. And Melbourne showed it again with Manly. Melbourne bashed their forward pack, and Tommy didn't even get too much of a chance in the game, you know. So I think that's pretty much the blueprint of the final series with some of these sides.
Why you got that weird look?
Because you two both just fucking look at me weird every time I start talking. I'm just gonna fucking.
It's because he's like
Raz to that point again, bro. I'm like looking at you like.
I'm going to sit my Bricklane backyard every 15 seconds just so I can give myself a break, and then you can't don't start looking at me weird. Shout out to Bricklane, sipping on the backyard here with the boys.
Fuck, it'd be funny to see both Melbourne and Panthers just bow out, and we've just got a grand final of just fucking cunts that you never expected to be
Parramatta play the Roosters.
Oh, man, bro.
The Roosters with 43 cunts at hospital still.
I've talked about it, the one grand final I've been to in my life, on this podcast, haven't I? Where Broncos were looking good for the year, and so me and my boys bought tickets, went down, and it ended up being Dragons versus South versus Roosters. And I was like, I could not care less about Dragons versus Roosters. You know? Oh man, fuck! But it was the year. I think it was the year maybe before. I think it was 2014.
No, 14 was South and Dogs. 13 was Roosters and.
Fucking
Roosters, Melbourne.
Fuck, it was ages ago then. Yeah, but Broncos, I think, got knocked out. Like
must have been 2010, and it mustn't have been. Yeah, 2000. It would have been 2010.
2010. Fuck.
Yeah. It's a long time
ages ago. Yeah. But yeah, and Bronx looked all right that year, and I was like, oh, sweet. And then it lined up, and then it also could have been, I forget who else lost the prelim, but I was like, this would be kind of interesting. And when it ended up Roosters and Dragons, I was like, Jesus Christ.
This game's mud.
Yeah. And Homebush is shit house. Like, Stadium Australia sucks to get out to.
That's the problem, though.
Are you guys looking at getting tickets for the GF, or can you get them, or...
I doubt you're going to be able to get them. They're going to be sold out.
We should get press passes, man. We should fucking look into that.
We'll walk in with these mics and we'll just carry the interface around like this in one hand.
And just like Wayne Bennett, just Christian Fried from AGM. Just wanted to know how many girls are you fucking on the side of the other 50-year-old.
Just hold up. I got to start the generator to pump this fucking thing.
What is penis up?
No, this fucking interface I can actually record because I don't have full lapel mics and shit like the Mad Dogs do.
No. They just do it off their phone, man, now.
It's gangster.
Yeah.
I can do that. I got a phone.
Did you boys yeah, did you bring your phone? You've got a Hero fucking 6
He can't not take his phone with him when he's got to take his missus to dinner every 5 seconds.
Did you guys watch the fucking Triller on the weekend, the fights?
No.
It was Vitor Belfort versus...
Oh, yeah, that was
Holyfield. I heard Holyfield got knocked out.
And then
like
Tito Ortiz got fucking knocked out too.
By a spider, yeah. This Anderson Silva.
Really?
In the 80 seconds, yeah. So he gets Silva against the... Silva gets... Tito gets Silva against the ropes, and Silva's just doing his thing, fucking... And then just right... What was it, right hook? Yeah,
right hook.
Right hook, boom. Tito kind of falls. It doesn't look like he's out yet, but it was the ropes holding him up.
He bounced off the ropes.
Yeah. and then Silva puts like 2 more on him. He rolls out, collapses... face and like you know when Brian hurts himself in Family Guy with the arm over the back, looked like that, like his face is against the ground. And then Holyfield, man, it was like they should have never fucking sanctioned it.
He was never in the fight.
It was ridiculous. You're fighting a fucking juiced up Vitor Belfort. Looked like he was 20 years ago, didn't he? He was fucking jacked.
How old is he?
Vitor, he'd be I think he'd be like around the 40s at the moment, like early 40s. I think.
Oh, is that it? So he's versing almost a 60-year-old bro. He's 58.
58. 65. Yeah, 58. And I think Vitor's early 40s.
Well, Belfort called out fucking Jake Paul.
Yeah, well, either one of them, didn't he? And then Anderson Silva said, why don't we he fights one of the Paul, I'll fight the other.
They would not do that, bro, because they would get their asses handed to them.
Holyfield, bro, it was like he got stopped on the feet. Like Vitor was just going nuts, and it just got stopped because Vitor was just...
Yeah, because he was, a couple of times he'd run in and just go whacking it, and Holyfield would be like around the ring, and then he'd come back and get hit again. He'd be like...
And then you had 50 Cent on the commentary,
Really?
Yeah, I think after the fight, 50 Cent's on the commentary. He's like, yeah, but we're setting you up for Mike. And Holyfield's like, yeah.
Mike.
Oh, man.
Nah, bro.
Nightmares. Imagine that someone saying you have to fight Mike Tyson.
Well, they do it like last time when he versed Roy Jones. It was like, do you see how many head punches were thrown? About 2.
2. Yeah, but still, even getting anywhere near a ring with Mike Tyson, I'd be very, very hesitant. That's a bad man.
Well, it's really who can get their hands on the most juice before the fight.
Fuck, you'd be in contention then for that fight.
Free.
Yeah, I'll fight Mitch Paisley, man.
You heard it here first. Mitch Paisley fighting Christian Fried on an upcoming episode of Any Given Monday. So make sure you tune in. Usually on a Monday, unless Christian's...
he can stick his head up my ass and fight fair, can't.
Christian's like, oh yeah, stick it up again. Keep going.
Because we should do an AGM fight night.
Yeah, that'd be
We'll
sick.
headline it, me and you.
Yeah. What, me versus you?
Yeah.
No, I reckon.
ref.
What about the Yao Yees face off?
That makes no sense. I can't go into super heavyweight.
And there's the Instagram clip for the week.
That's good chat. That was good chat.
And who would you verse? A woman? Or
Fuck, I'd love that.
Paisley, you get Paisley.
Fuck off. He's a ginormous lanky cunt.
Does he
He'd
look
hit me-
like he can fight?
Yeah, but he hit me from the other side of the ring. Do I look like I can fight? Paisley would light me up from 8 feet away.
That's why I'm going to verse him, because I know he just wins all his fight by 100 meters.
No,
I don't fight much, man.
If we were going to do it for the podcast, I'd get in with anyone, I reckon.
Anyone?
Probably not anyone, but like
anyone, I reckon.
Pick my battles, but
yeah.
I'd jump in with someone. I'd fight Joel. We go the Adams.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
And then you go the
that'd be
Aggies.
sweet.
Yeah,
no, because the age gap between you and him is massive between me and Joel. You can't be fighting. It's like you fucking Vitor Belfort fighting the Band of Holyfield, bro.
Oh, man.
We're literally 14 months apart.
14 fucking years, maybe even decades.
I'd go the old cunt, but I reckon I'd fucking have him.
Oh, you reckon?
No, not a chance. But
I reckon he'd knock a Devon patch into your head, cunt.
See, that's what I'd be worried about. Him fucking trying to steal my hair once he knocks me out, the cunt. Knock me out and start shaving my head, the cunt. Nah. Yeah. What about you? We've got to tee you up with someone. We'll get you.
I could fight my sister. If we're doing a family thing, I'll just take on my sister. She'd probably fuck me up.
Freddie gets lit up by a chick.
I've seen her fight. She goes nuts.
Against Christy, it'd just be like every night of the week for you. Except this time she actually gets to defend herself.
Oh, classic domestic.
That's the new clip of the week.
Yeah.
I just pulled my palm cards out of my sock.
No, who do I want to fuck up? In our team, yeah.
Voorhey. Like same height-wise.
Height-wise, Battle of the Midgets. That could be good.
I don't want to go to jail for manslaughter.
Cal.
Nah, Cal.
Cal's still got the dodgy thumb. You'd probably let him fucking heal first, or he's just punching cunts in the head.
Yeah, if Tommy was still around, I'd fuck him up. I reckon. Forrest Gump, come at me, cunt.
I love it how he says that the only cunt that's not in Brisbane. He's like, I'll call out the guy. Fucking.
That's why he's thought about it for too long.
Or then he gets posted back up at Ashgrove. I'm like, fuck it off. Yeah.
Because I heard what you said.
Tommy would fuck me up as well.
We'll put you in there with Trent. You and Trent, 1-on-1.
Oh, bro. Like, are we doing fucking mixed martial arts or fucking just boxing? Either way, it'd have
I was going to say, what difference does it make?
Because MMA would be quicker because I'd be going to sleep.
I've seen you try and wrestle, bro, and it's not pretty.
Wait, you've seen my high kick on Instagram, bro.
I think you were just high and you tried to kick.
The palm card.
Still not high enough to buy a fucking muscle shirt.
Do you still have that soundboard on your computer, bro? Do you still have that soundboard?
No, I don't. That's the thing we have to pay for. But yeah. So our predictions for this week is we're going Panthers and we're going Sea Eagles.
You can't just talk for.
I segue straight into that.
Yeah, Panthers. I agree. Panthers. Eagles.
Like Roosters and Manly's harder to pick.
It is a lot harder to pick because I feel like the Roosters won't make as many errors this week. Robbo will have them a bit more fine tuned, but again, Manly on the back of a big loss, they're going to need a bit of redemption. And Manly now, after Penrith have been beat, they've sort of almost got one eye on the grand final because if they can get through the Roosters and play South without Latrell, like. That's not an unwinnable game, you know. So they've got two very winnable games to get themselves into the big dance. So Manly is smoky.
Yeah, DC's just got to step the fuck up, man. You know,
his kicking game was terrible.
Yeah,
bro.
I know. Like he's got to get used to. I'm used to it. Carrying fucking teams and organising on his back, man. You know, my back is sore with this shit, bro. I need a break.
Doesn't your back usually get sore when you fucking do steroids?
No.
Sure.
Gets better.
Does it?
Laying on it for too long.
Okay, afterwards. So it's when you get off the cycle.
Probably from all my power.
It's when you get off the cycle. That's when your back starts hurting.
Well, it won't be hurting for a while.
Fuck.
2048.
How about someone when we were talking about people asking if Clint Dolan and Ozzy are the same age?
Oh, yeah.
and Clint was fucking filthy. Yeah.
Oh man, he gets so cut.
They do look the same age.
Well, Clint's never really treated himself. He thinks his youth's going to last forever, and he keeps doing these things to his body and having those late night / couple of days in a row.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's all going to end well, and that's why his nickname's Freddy Krueger, because he looks like fucking Freddy Krueger.
Or when his face is all sunk in, it's like
when he gets crossed
ripped
up.
back his fucking
and the knives on his hands.
Can someone re-pull his face back from the skeleton, the skeletal system, please?
A couple of days in a row.
But but anyway, so Kanye's or Drake's album.
Well, I haven't listened to either, so you've got Buckley's asking me.
I'm not that fucking sold on Drake's, but Kanye's was fucking just pure dog shit.
How weird were the listening parties, bro? Like the house in the middle, cars driving. Did you see this shit?
No.
Yeah, man, fucking. So he did it was like kind of like half album drops, wasn't it? Like when he was doing.
I don't know, man. I don't follow him. He's fucking.
So what you'd like? Someone would pump it out of a house.
No. So you go to a stadium. And then there's a house in the middle. Drake and some of the boys are there. They're wearing the stockings over their face. They're not singing, but they're listening to some of the tracks on
Drake. I think
the
it
album.
wasn't Drake. It was Kanye, wasn't it? With the listening.
Oh, did I say Drake? Sorry. Kanye. And so Kanye. So but they'd have like a gospel-looking house in the middle. But Kanye would just stand there on the outside of the house, and there'd be like cars driving around in the arena, and they're listening to some of the tracks, and it was like a listening party. And
He's fucked in the head.
But it's also art. Like he does it because it's art.
That's fucking strange.
Yeah.
That's really strange. Like
he's a very strange person.
Yeah.
He's definitely not like something's gone wrong upstairs.
Loose. Something's loose.
Well, what is it? He says he can't be artistic when he's on his medication, so he gets off it. So
because when he's off his medication, he's just autistic instead.
Yeah.
But did his mum die, and that's when he kind of fucking went a bit Fruit Loopy.
Yeah.
Fruit Loopy, they call them. Nice.
And now I feel like Fruit Loops. Delicious.
They are nice.
Looks like that singlet came out of a box of Fruit Loops. You know when you used to get a toy, just unwrap a singlet. Fruit Loops with a singlet inside.
I'm on Freddie's.
Where'd you get that? Actually, I'm not even going to go.
Yeah, don't go here, please.
I was going to say something about it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's probably not the best idea.
It's on the lowdown.
We'll scratch that last.
Quick
shouts to our boy up north. She had played his grand final, and the boys went down. Condolences to you, Jack. I'm sure you've almost drunk the pain off by now. It's probably day 3.
Was she playing 7 up there?
They'll learn now. They'll learn to never play Walsh at 7 again.
Yeah.
Must be hard up. Like coming halfway through the year.
You don't win or lose. You win or you learn. Yeah. That's what.
You retire.
That's nice, Christian. That's really.
Well, you're retiring this year too.
You win or you retire.
You're retiring too, aren't you?
Am I?
If we win,
you retire.
If we win, I'll retire. If we win, I'm never playing again.
Because I'll have massive FOMO if you cunts don't retire.
Well, if we don't win, I'll go again. But if we do win, I'm fucking out.
Oh yeah, but good luck winning. Without some of these players.
What do you mean?
That isn't coming back.
I am the players.
Oh, okay.
I'm the whole team.
Then you think Jez is playing if that motherfucker's not playing?
Do you think we need Jeremy? Jeremy, you come kick some goals and that's it, all right? Sit down.
Jez killed it on the weekend.
He did.
He played so well.
I gave him a player's player.
Did you? I gave it to Grosler because obviously he was player's player, but that's nice that you gave it to Jez.
Gros was good.
You don't. He scored 2 tries as a funny.
Gros was my second vote. But I thought Jeremy was very safe. Kicked all his goals, ran the ball well. So.
Joshy was real. Our back three was real good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
So good on your back three.
Yep.
We don't say it much. Because usually you're dropping bombs and shit like that.
Do it again next week.
Yeah.
And the week after.
Did you know those centres just laid a platform for the defence?
Yeah.
Not allowing the wingers to be put out of
centers,
trouble.
There was 4 different right centres in the game. I played right centre.
Sometimes
I don't know what that.
I didn't know what the fuck my right side was half the time.
Yeah, well, I was over there. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. I seen Jolie at fucking half, then Daneo at half.
I changed position about 4 times.
Moses ran on the field and just took the hit up from the sideline.
One time I swear Ivesy was my half.
And then you didn't know if it was him or Clint.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I did because Ozzy looks younger. But
that's why someone goes, Ozzy, in the warm-up, Ozzy, why don't you play Masters?
Good Clint, you're definitely retired.
Because they don't ask Clint because they know he's too old for Masters. Yeah. But Clint doesn't listen to the podcast anymore, so we can back him out as much as we can. But, yeah, you want to thank our sponsors, take this bitch out.
Yeah. Shout out to the boys. We'll thank boys at Bricklane. Just sipping on this backyarder again. Just a nice, smooth, crisp ale. One standard drink per can, which is good for me considering the size of the weekends I've been having. So I don't get too lit up on the podcast and have to drive home sideways.
You definitely need to start taking care of your fucking body.
Shout outs to our other sponsor, DK Graphics.
When was the last time you lifted a weight, bro?
Not long, maybe a month and a half ago, maybe.
That's more than I have.
Well, that's
I think probably a month and a half ago.
That's all right.
I did used to go to the gym like twice a week. I try and get Monday, Wednesdays in, just a mild session because I don't like lifting during the season because I just don't recover quickly.
Yeah,
my body's shit house.
I don't do much legs during the season at all.
Pretty much all I do is legs because my legs are so dog shit. I just go there and just try and do a little bit of I don't do massive heavy leg weights. Like I don't do massive heavy squats or heavy deadlifts or anything. I just do a little bit of light squats, a little bit of like light heaps of light shit on my legs.
Yeah.
Just to try and get something in.
Smells like sperm, bro.
So I'm not so fucking piss weak.
Smells like
Siemens.
Winning.
Yeah. Any legs, it's like body weight lunges and shit like that I do.
What is lifting weights? And gym.
Yeah.
Never known.
Jim's Freddie's boyfriend.
You've got weights out there, bro. You got a whole gym
Does it look like I fucking use them? I mean, like I'm pretty good shape for a person that doesn't.
I thought you and Charlie out there fucking pumping weights every hour, though.
Because he rides his pushy to work every morning. Stays fit, boy. Fitness train.
What gym were you going to?
Anytime Fitness.
Where at? Kavera.
Yeah.
That's where everyone goes, yeah? Nah. Like Jimmy and Voorhey and stuff.
Oh, I've
been to Voorhey.
Everyone, you just named two people then said stuff.
Yeah.
I've never seen him.
And then Voorhey, because I've been up there with Voorhey twice, and he's like, "Oh man, you should see the girls in here."
There is some smokers, but I used to go to the Anytime Fitness at Stafford. You know the new one that opened up. That's when I signed up. I signed up when I first did my thumb.
Yeah.
Because I was like not working, not doing anything, so I was just walking down there and doing a little bit of stuff pretty much every day because I had nothing else to do. And some of the chicks who used to go to that one, fuck. I used to go down there just to sit there and look. Like I just sit there and pretend I was working out and go, wow, this is really good.
She tried to touch him, man.
Nah, definitely not. That's how you get
I don't get
the nice shiny silver bracelets that are attached to each other. I can't do that shit. Shout out to our other sponsor, Overexertion.
I get looked at too much now. I can't do anything.
It's like light bulb above your head. Like, look at me. Look at me.
Light bulb in his hand too.
Just spinning, twirling around. Because you're a junkie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's a fucking meth joke. Yeah, sweet.
All right. Again, shouts to Bricklane. Shouts to Overexertion. Shouts to our boy DK. Shout to Keenan in his crib again, just living it up.
We need to sort out the roof, though. We need to sort out the fluoro.
Just get the fuck out of my house, bro. That makes it better.
Keenan, hurry up and do some shit. Like, put in, you know.
Yeah, we got some big guests coming up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, we're also getting some shirts sorted. Clinton Dolan, please contact our manager's email to organise that.
Stop making leather goods and just fucking...
Let's just get some fucking 1% vests, bro. Any given Monday. Leathers. And I'll wear it to work when I ride my bike sometime.
And Keenan does love a vest. That's one thing I know about Keenan.
Vest.
Vests and singlets.
Oh, yeah. He's got to show the pipes, you know. Yeah. All right. Shout out again to the sponsors. Thanks, boys. We'll see you again in a week. Make sure you watch the finals so you keep up with what we're talking about next week. It's going to be a big show. Previewing the prelims.
And RGF.
Oh, actually, we might have to put it out there, guys. People, if we do lose any games for probably the next 2 weeks, we won't be doing the podcast.
So. Yeah.
We will be doing one next week, and we probably won't be doing one the week after.
We definitely won't be either way.
One of the
week after.
We could do it.
No, we can't.
We could do it shaded as, man.
The only way we're going to be able to do it is if we take the gear to Mitchie with us.
Yeah.
Well, just load us up and reel them, man.
Okay.
I don't think there's a problem about staying awake or concentrating. It's just the fact that there's no way I should be talking on a microphone in that state.
We'll be here. I'm always falling asleep when Dane talks normally. So I'll be sitting here going...
I'm not worried about falling asleep. I'm worried about...
Because Dane's like, the thing about NRL is that if we look at both teams and how they perform...
NRL actual stands for the National Rugby League. It was conceived in 1908. All right, fuck you. Let's go. We're out of here. Peace.